Thank you, Cager fans. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. And I'll start off by saying that I'm excited about this season. This is a fresh look in a great deal of young people that are going to do what I would consider an outstanding job. So I'm anxious to answer all of your questions so that we can get busy and get to practice. And I think that you're going to like what you see.
Vivian, after the season you guys had last year, is it fair for this team to talk NCAA tournament with all these new players? Is that the goal for you guys to get back to the NCAAs?
Well, let me say this. I, and my staff were in a very strange place. I've never experienced anything like that. And there's no way that I can help anyone to understand that feeling. It was gut-wrenching and extremely difficult. So to even think that we could even reflect at all of what we had before, no, we're going to die getting this done. And I appreciate your question, because I think that it's fair to know that the vast majority of these young ladies you have not seen. And it's not difficult putting this team together, because I enjoy being around them. They're an enjoyable group. But long story short is they still haven't had a chance to really get that chemistry. In fact, we just changed the game. I think one of our scrimmages that we were going to have here, and decided that we will go ahead and take it at the University of Pennsylvania. And one of the reasons for that is because this group has never been off campus. So there's like 7 players that are returning, and we've got four that are new, they have never played, and 2 freshmen. So just about half, or more than half, of our team has not played together. So, but you should smile. I know you enjoy watching the Scarlet Knights, and I think you'll have a lot of smiles. For example, one of the things that we didn't do last year at all is we didn't press, and that's unusual for us. But probably in going through a number of practices, I knew that we couldn't press. But that won't be the problem this year. We've got plenty of talent and people that can move at speeds. The only issue that I think that we're going to have right from the beginning is just gelling. That's about it.
In terms of all the transfers, that's something new for you to have to rely on transfers like you have the last couple of years. Cryer, Fitz, Stacia, and then a couple girls left after last year, and now some more, Arella. How's it been for you 40-plus years into your coaching career to have to go to transfers like this for probably the first time?
You have a chokehold on the obvious. Believe me, I probably in 42 years of coaching, I only had 1 or 2 transfers ever. So you have to know that some strange things happened that created that situation. And I did think, and I will always believe in us, the staff, and the belief that we all were coming together, much like an adopted family. But it was really difficult, and I didn't think it would be like that. But being ever the optimist in that situation, I thought that it could work. Now, the difference maybe with this group is that this group, so many of them have actually been here on campus, so they've been able to practice at least with the team. So that's not going to be a stunningly different situation. So that's one good thing. The other is that with Arella, she should have been here in the first place. So the fact that she's here now, she's basically home. And so, and in fact, I wish that we could find a way to make her eligible, or to get her eligible, because she would be an added plus to us. But yeah, it would be different. But we were in a real different situation. But I don't want to be negative, because I enjoyed our transfers, and particularly enjoy this group. They're delightful, and you're gonna like them. You're like all of them.
And then obviously you get a huge boost with not many teams get a player like Tyler Scaife back after a year. What kind of boost is that for you guys? And has she picked up where she left off, the last time anybody saw her play?
Well, Tyler has worked extremely hard, and I'm sure that Tyler and Kim at such time will explain to you the circumstances of everything, and it won't happen now. But I can tell you that she's killing herself, doing everything that she possibly can, and she's not there yet. She will be there. I have every confidence. And if there's anybody in this world that deserves the best of everything, it's Tyler. And she's been giving us everything. So she's going to continue to work. I suspect that probably mid-season she's going to be in true form, because I think that it was unfair. It would be an unfair statement for me to say, yeah, Tyler picked up where she left. Tyler didn't play at all for a year. So I know that. And sometimes I forget. But she doesn't forget every day. She's just attentive and working hard. So you'll see her in the gym all the time.
So you're close to 1,000 wins. Do you think that's a possible goal for you this season? Is that like something you're focused on?
Given that we won 5 games last year, I think we could be happy to get anything beyond those 5. To be honest with you, yeah, let's just get 5. I can't even believe I stumble even saying that word. I can't even believe it. I have to pat myself on the back. We got through that. Yeah.
You know, with that in mind, what goals do you have? Like, do you have any like set goals in mind for win total or any milestone accomplishments for the team?
Well, first of all, I don't want to put any more pressure on the team because they've already expressed it, and I know that that's what they want. That's what they want for themselves, and that's what I believe that they want for me and for Rutgers. It would be great, wouldn't it? Because I think that probably with 23 wins, that would say that we're in the NCAAs. I think that would be a fair statement. And you guys have to do your job in terms of petitioning the people from the NCAAs, okay? So I'm just going to tell you that now. But is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. It's going to be tough, really tough, given that, for example, we're playing Maryland and Ohio State that are in our conference already, and then Michigan, who just won the WNIT, and then we're going to Florida to pick up the national champions in South Carolina, if that wasn't enough. So, and probably following with the tradition of what we've always believed, and I've always said that if you want to, be the best, you have to play the best. And given where we came from and who we're playing now, that's a stretch. But do I think that it's possible? Well, as hard as everybody's working, it's conceivable, and I sure enough hope that we're able to do that.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Coach.
Yeah.
Last year, Jordan Wallace showed sparks of being a good post player. This year, it seems when I see her walking around campus, that she's in much better shape. Do you think that's going to translate into a little more consistency from her in the post?
I hope so, and I believe that it will. She's demonstrating that, but she's got. Look, we need her and all of the posts to show up big time. But to be honest with you, I'm not sure that we're going to play 2 posts as we have. We'll probably play 1, and the reason for that is because while we could, use the rebounding, the truth of the matter is that by playing 4 flexible guards, you might say, some taller than others, then it doesn't allow for a double team. It allows us tremendously the quickness that can be there on a team. Let me give you an example. If we played 1 post, then it would allow someone like Stacia, who I think that you guys are going to be really, really happy with. She's playing well. She's highly skilled. She's gonna be impressive. To Kia Mack, a T-baby, I love the fact that she's falling all over the floor. She's extremely aggressive, works extremely hard, and those are the 2 players that are playing the 4 spot. In addition to that, Maëlle from Canada is about 161, 162, very, very, very athletic, jumps extremely well. But there's different things that we're trying to do, and this year, like I said to you, I really want to go with the press because that'll give us some points. So we want to commit ourselves to, 1, being sure that we can get down the floor quick enough to not allow a team to score offensive transition points. 2, we want to make sure that we're doing a better job of not fouling. 3, even in practice, I see that we're shooting much better our foul shots. 4, we need to execute. That's where the timing of everybody needs to come in. So Jordan, and I think that any of the posts will like it better because it'll open up the floor and allow any one of them who have worked hard in the summer and developed the skill that shows up game time, that they won't be doubled. So she's doing better. Vicky's been impressive too. She really has been. So we're going to look forward to all of the posts contributing better this year.
Hi, Coach. It seems like the storyline going into this season is obviously the transfer students. Which transfer student that didn't play last season do you expect to make the biggest impact for your team this year?
Probably Stacia, because she's 6'2", can shoot it at the 3-point range. I was just talking to her coach, who she transferred from, and that she's able to go inside. Her moves are tight, and by that I'm saying lots of big people have to have a whole lot of space to operate, and as soon as they move outside that space, they're dropping a ball or whatever. But she's very uncanny in that respect. I just need her to be very consistent, because she doesn't impress you as a real aggressive, hard-nosed player. She almost looks soft, but at the end of the day, she's been very impressive. I think we can expect Fitz transfer from St. Joe's, because we've needed the outside shooting, and anyone who's ever come into the gym sees her practicing all day, every day, night and day, working on her shot. So, she's going to be able to help us in a big way. The help of Cece, who is a transfer from Georgia Tech and originally from Philadelphia, I think that she's going to add quickness. And so that again helps us with that 55, which, by the way, I wanted to say that Stacia, at that length and that quickness, she and Mael will be able to, we actually have somebody that can be on the front end of that press, and when that first ball goes out, they can get to that trap. So all of these players are contributing to that. I have smiles on my face. We as a coaching staff have a job to do, and our job is to help them to continue to believe in themselves, to continue to work hard, and continue to reach, because a lot of young people know they verbalize what it is that they want to do. On the other hand, they don't know what it is to do the work that is necessary to get it done. So we hope to get them there. All right. Yes. Thank you. We'll look forward to seeing everybody. Thank you all for coming. I want to thank our fans. We'll see you on Saturday. Good. So you'll see some things then. But don't hold us to, because we don't remember plays yet. We just kind of, believe me, all of that, we have to continue to be tested. But thank you. Bring your friends. And to everybody else, we'll look forward to seeing you out here. You're going to enjoy this year, I'm sure. Thank you.